The very beginning that no one saw, I think, with Elite X was for a while. I mean, we just had a pair of 3-pound dumbbells, about 15. And a lot of times we're in here by ourselves, hoping someone's gonna come to the door to sign up.
We're so excited for you guys, but if you do want to sign up for pre-sale, it's still happening.
And I remember looking out the door and looking at the parking lot, and there's just me and Ty's car there, and hoping there'd be some cars, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6.
Why have you not signed up for my 42-day torch yet? We need to get to it. It's almost 2020. Go ahead and hit the link below. Let's get you started right now. See you there.
But at least, a full pack gym and not just me and Ty there a lot of times by herself. So when Ty started partnering with the gym, at the time, it wasn't even Elite X, it was Elite Edge. But he was bodybuilding, I was just into fitness, and we heard about the gym, and he ended up partnering with them. And we didn't know anyone. So we actually at the time lived in Venice, Florida, drove here about an hour to get to Palmetto. And I remember him coming in and he's seen the gym, and it was white walls, there was a whiteboard. It looked nothing like what you see today. And he was like, I think I can do something out of this. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm looking forward to it because I have no idea. But ultimately, it was a lot of getting people to trust us, getting people to know who we are. At the time, I wasn't certified. I wasn't a certified personal trainer or anything. So I was really just a supporter. Over like a couple months, he took over the classes. He took over, I think we at the time had a 5 a.m., a 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., a 9 a.m., and then 4:30 p.m., 5:30 p.m., 6:30 p.m., and Ty was running them all. And so I was like, okay, well, this is a lot. And he was like, well, I'm gonna need your help coaching. And I was like, well, I don't know if I want to do that. I was nervous. And I was like, okay, so I got my certifications, workout videos, and I didn't know much. And so he literally taught me everything from a proper form with the RDL to, hey, this is gonna be how you coach classes. I'm like, all right, cool. When he had an accident, he was in a car accident, actually, and it was really bad. I'm not gonna lie. There'd be days where he'd be fine, and then at nighttime, he'd be sleeping and he'd wake up with just pure spasms. That day, we ultimately ended up in the hospital, and throughout probably a good 3, 4, 5 months, we were in recovery mode. So he honestly contributed the same way, but there's a lot of things that I had to step up with. We're really in that growth time span. So it was a lot. So there's a lot of times where I'm like, hey, you stay home, I'll do the tours, I'll coach the classes, but I need you to recover. And it was not honestly too hard for me. I think it was a lot harder for him. Because if you know Ty, he's really big into action and him doing the work and hey, this is what we need to do. So mentally for him was hard. And I think the hardest part for me was seeing how the best way for me to support and step up. So the ultimate switch to going from Elite Edge to Elite X was really the breaking point on really Ty wanting to put his vision into ultimately what he wanted the gym to be. Before Elite Edge, that was not, we didn't name that or anything. It was already Elite Edge when we came in. And when he had a partner, it was ultimately just kind of trying to get people to trust you, but also digging up, stuff that, when someone does business or they have a friend that does business, ultimately there's clients that kind of just want to come in and, oh, this is my friend's gym and everything, and it's not a core business. And Ty's ultimate vision was always to have a business ran like a business, but also that had culture. So when went from Elite Edge to Elite X, I was solely like, okay, this is exactly what I want to do. And that's when we rebranded everything. We had the lime green, we had the black, we had our touches, the personal touches. And I think ultimately, that's what ended up really diving in and getting a core focus on what we want it to be today. That was really the big switch. And okay, we're gonna really have this exactly how we want it to be.